I currently lead the AI transformation office at Jasper. It's a new role that we set up based on my experience prior to coming over to Jasper as one of their enterprise customers. So I was one of the first enterprise customers to scale. At that time, I led global demand content strategy. And we started with 10 licenses on my team and then eventually scaled to 765 global marketing FTEs at that time at the company. And along the way, created the industry's first marketing AI council, the company's first AI usage guidelines for generative AI writing tools, a steady beat of AI literacy and programming. And it's with that experience that I come over to Jasper almost a year and a half now to help our enterprise clients along their AI adoption journey. So Jasper is an AI marketing platform, so purpose-built platform for marketing outcomes and marketing use cases built by marketers for marketers. I think in general, there's a lot of concerns across the board. And so depending on the level of AI maturity of the teams coming into us, we're discussing different things. I think where Jasper is and where we are now in almost the middle of 2025, it's more about at this stage, IT has tried to roll something out. Either they're building something internally and the marketing team had to wait, or IT is rolling out Copilot or ChatGPT Enterprise or Gemini, right? And it's general purpose tools across the board. And so when marketers and CMOs are coming to us, they're saying, we need something that's more marketing specific. We need something that scales, that's more user-friendly, less technical prompt engineering, having to build custom GPTs and stuff like that. So from a concern perspective, like in that context, it's a lot of like marketers are already busy. How do we give them one more thing? And so there's I always talk about the 3 pillars to scaling, and it's still AI literacy. And so even no matter what function you're in, no matter what tool you're rolling out, focusing on foundational education of what generative AI is, that it's getting people past that hype and getting them more into this mindset of the shifting change that this technology can have for their role. It's not just a tool. I mean, it is and it isn't, right? But it's also a new way of working. And we have to motivate people to want to lean forward into this and rethink really their role and how they can contribute to the organization. Number 2, it's strategic use case identification. So a lot of organizations are in this phase of mass experimentation. Right? This is rolling out a tool and then saying like, go figure it out. And also tell us how you're using it, right? It's the give the people the AI and let them come up with the use cases. So how do we help people identify those strategic use cases that are really core to the day-to-day function of their roles, so that when they log into a system in the morning or go to do their job, AI is brought along with it. And it's not just an ad hoc random experiment that they're doing in their free time, which when they are overloaded and stressed already, it does get pushed off. And then the third is this idea of, I don't say change management now, I say change leadership. Our mission at Jasper is to elevate all marketing and all marketers, focusing on marketers and the humans in the loop. So before I get to agents, I'll give you the example of when we talk about democratizing content creation and giving the ability for teams that maybe wouldn't normally write copy to write copy, and then letting the brand team kind of let go of that. We're not saying to replace brand reviews, legal reviews, any of that. It's just that we should be able to get through that faster. So copy always needs to have human review in that process. And when we're thinking about agents and agentic, we believe that there's a human in that process as well. And that's where you have responsible adoption and safeguards along the way. So Jasper actually just yesterday launched 3 specific agents. So one for research, one for ABM or personalization specifically, and then one for optimization, SEO. And it's kind of that idea where it's going through a certain set of steps, pulling content together for you, but nothing gets published. Nothing goes out without the human review in that aspect. And that's kind of where we see the responsible adoption right now. I'm going to take a slightly different approach for you on this question, because I think the most exciting thing is the opportunities for everyone's careers. I feel like there's always going to be new tech, that like holy shit moment for everyone that happens if you're paying attention pretty frequently right now, right? But this opportunity for anyone at any level of the organization to really lean in, acquire the tools, but also step up to lead, starting a marketing AI council, starting a learning team, this grassroots idea that you can start something. Like, AI is incredibly empowering, no matter what skill AI is filling for you, right? It gives that empowering factor for any employee who is ambitious. It's really exciting. And I think I'm trying to inspire other leaders, other marketers to step up and lead and say, like, you don't have to be a data scientist or an AI expert to step up and lead through this transformation, because it all comes back to people, process, leadership at its very core. Like, think about all the reasons why AI stalls in companies, no matter what function you're talking about. It really all comes down to leadership. And it's not necessarily even hierarchical in that sense, but it's like leadership at the core of what leading other people means. So that, to me, is the truly exciting part, and how any employee at any level has the opportunity to redefine their entire career trajectory here. I follow the Marketing AI Institute, but they also founded a company called Smarter X AI, which is research, so not just marketing specific. Paul Reitzer and Mike Kaput, they're also the authors of the book that my board member, agency friend gave me, that all inspired me to start the Marketing AI Council. So it's called Marketing Artificial Intelligence, published back in 2022. And so I follow them. They have a podcast every week called The Artificial Intelligence Show that kind of wraps up the past week's news, but in a really pragmatic way for what it means for business leaders. And they have a mission on AI literacy for all. So I can't speak enough about the resources and the education that they're providing. They introduced me to Ethan Mullick, a professor of entrepreneurship at Wharton, who also publishes a lot of research about generative AI and gets early access to the tools in that sense. So those are a couple of the top ones that come to mind.